Welcome to Barnstable Today. I'm Nick Cortez. Wednesday would have been a great day to spend on Sandy Neck Beach regardless of the circumstances. But a perfect beach day was made even more special by the grand opening celebration of the new Sandy Neck bathhouse and snack bar. Because of the ecological sensitivity of Sandy Neck, it took over 5 years of environmental studies and reviews before the final okay was given to build the new bathhouse this past winter. But the long road traveled made Wednesday's ceremony all the more satisfying for Sandy Neck Park Manager Nina Coleman, the Sandy Neck Board, and the many public and private sector stakeholders in this bathhouse project. So let's take a look back now on one of the more laid-back and festive ribbon-cutting ceremonies we've seen in a while, beginning with some comments from Assistant Town Manager Tom Lynch.
The fact that this is a $1.3 million project and it's been completed on time and under budget is really a tribute to a lot of people. It's a tribute to the Sandy Neck Beach Board, the building committee, the Sandy Neck manager and her staff, and of course the Sandy Neck Park is one of the many areas under Lynn Poyant's direction, so we thank her and Dan Horn and all under Marine Environmental Affairs for making this happen. And I can't remember one time that anyone called up, whether it was the architect or whether it was John Juris who was overseeing this or whether it was Nina herself, to say we have a little problem. It was just managed well. There weren't problems. We kept up with it because we saw pictures on a regular basis, and it was just wonderful to see all of that and to be kept up to date on the project.
And as you all know, because you're all invested in this beach, Sandy Neck is an amazing beach. It's a 6.5 mile long barrier beach with so many attributes. It's hard to even get through all of them. But 4,500 acres. It's home to many endangered species, and it's an honor to be the spokesperson for this beach. But what I've learned over the last 9 years is it's not just the land, it's really the people and the community that's so amazing out here, and everybody is so invested in this beach. And I think that's the spirit of this project, is that people came together and we were able to create this beautiful bathhouse for everybody to enjoy for many years to come. So I'm going to take a moment to thank everybody. There's millions, there's many people involved with this project, but I just want to make sure that I give a few shout outs to people. This whole project started, I think it really began in 2005 when we became an enterprise account. That was the way we were able to fund the project, and up until then everybody really wanted a new bathhouse. It was in terrible shape. Here comes my child. Really the foresight of the town council at that time, including Hank Farnham and Ann Kennedy, to make Sandy Neck an enterprise account, which meant all our funds that we collect at the beach go back into the program, into the structures. Then in 2006 the building committee was formed, and the building committee was myself, Dan Horn, Lynn Poyant, John Juros, Bill Carey, Rich French. So one would say 2006, that was 4 years ago. And it did take 4 years to get from the building committee to this point right here, and it was a long road. Part of what makes Sandy Neck so important and special is also what makes it impossible to build on, all the environmental attributes. So it's been great, it's been an honor, it's been a thrill, it's a wonderful time to be the manager out here, to see everybody rally and come together and see this beautiful project come together. So I've just been grinning ear to ear really for the last month. So I'm going to call up Rich French, who is the man behind everything. He's our Sandy Neck board chairman, as well as the chairman of the building committee. He's going to say a few words, and then I've insisted that he cut the ribbon.
I want to thank everybody for helping us along, and I got to tell you, the person that really made this thing come together is the lady that just spoke to you, the park manager. She is absolutely great, absolutely. The other thing that I really want to comment on is the involvement of the surrounding community. And when I say the surrounding community, I'm talking about the Point Hill folks. We met in June of I want to say 07, 08. And what we ended up doing is instituting a lot of the things that the community thought that would be best with this program going forward. So we've implemented the sidewalk, we've had the speed control, we've done a lot on the height of the building. So it's been an issue where a lot of the folks that have been in the surrounding community have also been a big part of making this a success. So we do want to thank them for all of their help and all of their guidance.
After all of the thank yous, it was time to cut the ribbon on the brand new bathhouse, and then it was right back to the party with kids playing in the new sandbox area and people filling up on free hot dogs and ice cream. In the midst of all this activity, we had the chance to get reactions from Nina and Town Councilor Hank Farnham. What do you think? What do you think about all this?
Oh, it's just great. It's really a little overwhelming that it all came together right at the last minute, but it's a beautiful facility. It's a beautiful day. Everybody's happy. I mean, it really is, you know, a wonderful day to be part of this at Sandy Neck and be the park manager here and see it all come together.
How about the turnout today?
Turnout was great. We had a lot of, you know, people, familiar faces, people that are associated with Sandy Neck. The public was invited as well. And you came, Nick, so everybody was here.
Now, you know, you promised me that this wouldn't be the traditional stuffy political ribbon cutting, and that was 100% the truth. I think what I liked best about all this is that you had your kids and other little kids running around and grabbing at people's ankles while we were in the middle of this very formal ceremony. I think that's kind of what this place is all about.
Yeah, it was really nice to include the kids. It is a community, as I was saying when we were doing the celebration. You know, it's a community of people, and all those variables, including all that, you know, kid energy, and comes together to really represent what we have to offer here. And it is all about the kids. It's all about the next generation. Our old building was 60 years old, so you know, kids then are seeing it now as this new facility, and it's for the next generation. So I thought it was great that they were all milling around prior to the cutting. You know, my kids wouldn't leave me alone while I was trying to speak. This is just the way it goes, you know. Now,
the crowd, I think, also really put this into great context, too, because you sort of think about this in the grand scheme of capital projects. You think about the HYCC, a $25 million project, and then this, by comparison, is small, but it took such a huge number of people to really make this happen. It was nice to see all of the people and really come to understand how many people it took to build this building.
It took a lot of people. I mean, obviously a lot of professional people, not only from the town. There's so many top-notch professionals in this town. It is just a pleasure to work with these folks. You know, all that support, and then we hired some really great firms. You know, the architect firm, Brown, Lindquist, Finucci, and Raber was a really good match, and as well as the construction. I don't know, you know, everything was just, the mojo was right. I don't know what to tell you, but, you know, we all worked really well together. The communication was good. They were very invested in a really top-notch product.
Hank, obviously this is in your neck of the woods out here. What do you think?
I couldn't be happier, Nick. This is a day that I wasn't sure was going to get here when we started, and the challenges that we had with permitting and all. But here we are 5 years later, and God, it's beautiful. And the nice thing about it is we lost the only restaurant we had in West Barnstable a couple of years ago. So this will be a destination point for a lot of people to come and have dinner and sit out here and watch the fish and the birds. And
you know, I didn't even really think about this as a dining destination. I thought about this more as a utilitarian sort of thing. You know, people showering and changing and things like that. But now that you cast it in that light, it puts a whole new spin on it.
Sure does, and the nice thing is that after 4 o'clock you don't need a beach sticker to come in here, so folks can come from anywhere if they want to come out. And Porky's food is really good. If you go by his operation, the old Merce Recession at the corner of Thornton Drive, you can smell the stuff cooking every day. It is awesome, so I'm anxious to get it out here.
What about the community spirit? We've seen, you know, families here, people of all ages coming out to show their appreciation on a day like today. I think it really is a nice summation of the community out here in the West Barnstable area and the town in general.
Yeah, good point. Thank you. The folks were a little apprehensive at first, not knowing what we were going to provide for them. But I think when all was said and done, and they looked at the plans, and we made a few changes to accommodate their concerns, I think they were really happy. And now that they've seen it, they're ecstatic. So the working together on both sides really paid off, and we've got a super product here.
Well, that's all for now. I'm Nick Cortez, and we'll see you next time on Barnstable Today.